Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is July 19th, 2025, and this is my weekly market review. We're reviewing the Dow 30, that's DIA, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's jump over here to these charts and see what we see. This is going kind of quick because I do not like sitting too long right now. I've been having lower back issues, and then we think it's been caused, me and one of my biking friends think it's been caused because of my biking, because I was been trying to push a little harder here these past few weeks, going up the little bridges that we have and all, and I might have strained the muscle, and that's what caused it and all. That's what we've come down to and all. But all right, here on this quarterly chart, what I see is green still. We got a green doji at the top. That red line is my red line. That's not a resistance 3 level. We're still just above pivot here and all, nowhere near, still a little bit ways below a resistance 1 level, so we're still looking good here on the Dow. We're going to be fighting these tops probably for a while. The all-time high on the Dow was made last year. We haven't quite made an all-time high yet this year on the Dow. But let's go ahead and go down to the monthly chart. You can see a little bit clearer now. This top that I'm talking about that we're fighting is these tops up here. And that's where I'm looking at. If we can get a close above here, we'll be above that level right there. So this 450 is a magic number for me right now that I like playing, you know, when it comes to the Dow, for a very simple strategy that I like. No trade recommendations there. Just observation that I've noticed here. And it's just, as you can see, it's $1 away from the top, underneath that top. So it's an alert area. Let's go ahead and go down to this let's go down to this weekly chart and see what we see there. And on the 9-10 moving average, let's go back here right quick. Okay, on 9-10 moving average, we're above that. We're still in a bull. Technically, we're in a bull market. Let's go ahead and go down to this weekly chart. On this weekly chart, you can see, you know, last week on the Dow, we had got this bearish harami in the right location, but again, we ended up here with a doji, and all. This is a doji that we have right here and all this week. So again, we didn't get any confirmation candle here to the downside, so we're still looking okay. Like, this market definitely wants to go up, but this past week was an monthly expiration option week. So again, on those weeks, a lot of times sometimes you do not get a lot of movement and all, in the market gets where it wants to pin itself in certain locations and all, and that's probably what was going on this past week. So we're still fighting below, you know, a monthly pivot and all, monthly resistance 1 level. So that's happening right now. So these are monthly pivots and all. So this is a monthly R1. So it might, maybe by the end of the month, we'll come see what happens next week. If we get a strong week here now after expiration and the new option stuff for the monthlies, people will start piling into that, and see if they start piling into this market, and we can punch above these. Start making maybe starting getting close to the closing up here near this high like we did back here a couple of weeks ago, and see if we can get above that. But that's what I see there. All right, let's go ahead and go down to this daily noise and wrap this on up. Zoom in here. And as you can see here on this daily noise, all we're doing is going sideways. We ain't going nowhere. This thing is actually almost trying to trend a little bit down to the downside, you know, because we're getting some lower highs here, you know, getting some lower highs here, you know, some lower lows here and stuff. So be careful about that. But I don't think it's going anywhere. I think we should, you know, let's see when we break this trend that we have going right here, and then we'll know that this market is really ready to rock and roll and go to the upside. And that's pretty much all I really want to share at this time. This is Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Have fun, Murphy family, if you get any of you guys listening to this that are down here in Florida at this time with your family reunion. And I'll speak to you guys next week. Have a good one. Right Side Trader here. See ya. Bye.